Hi, my name's Renee. I'm blind. Welcome to my kitchen table and my continuing journey through carcinosarcoma. So pull up a chair and let's get started. So today's video is going to be about my first experience with chemotherapy, a little more about prepping for chemo that I didn't cover last video, and advocating for yourself. So on January 22nd, 2026, which was yesterday, I went for my first chemotherapy. Uh, so, a little something that you should know. So, they have some numbing gel that you can put on your port area, which was not called into my pharmacy before my first appointment. And this helps to numb your port so you don't have any discomfort during port access. So, please make sure that you ask for this numbing gel prescription and you have it in place ahead of time. Also, I wanted to tell you about some cryotherapy socks and gloves that you can get to help with neuropathy, which on the carbotaxyl regimen is likely. I didn't have these things in place yesterday. I now do. Now have the cryotherapy gloves, socks, and the numbing cream. So please make sure you have these ahead of time. So, back to my experience with my first chemotherapy. I arrived at the infusion center, and thankfully, the tech there, she said that by putting ice on the port, they found that to be pretty effective in numbing the port area. So, I held ice on it before she accessed my port, and I didn't have any pain, discomfort. I couldn't feel anything. She accessed my port and took my blood. Then they sent me to get weighed, take my temperature, blood pressure, all of that. And so I was deemed healthy enough to proceed with chemo yesterday. So I went to my chair in the infusion center. It was a nice, comfy recliner. I had a very friendly nurse. And in my case, there were snacks and coffee and turkey sandwiches. They make you very comfortable. So, getting to the nitty gritty, they start with kind of getting you prepped to get your chemo drugs infused into you. So the nurse started with anti-nausea meds, and there was a combination of them. So in my case, she had put a couple of anti-nausea drugs in. I was doing fine. And then she added something called amend. And once she put that in, I started feeling really funny. I just didn't feel myself, started to feel dizzy. My heart rate kicked way up. My face felt flushed, and I let her know. I said, something's not right. She looked at me. She says, oh my, your face is beet red. She stopped the IV. She took my blood pressure. It was 179 over 88. So indicating, wow, that was really out of line. My heart rate was up. So once she stopped the drug, my blood pressure became lower and lower, which was good. It came down. I started feeling better, but they halted the infusion and doing chemo that day. And the reasoning was because the amend has a preservative in it that caused an allergic reaction. And I'm thankful for this because the particular Taxol or Taxotere drug they were going to give me had this preservative in it. So good to know beforehand, she said, because the reaction could have been a little bit worse during actually getting chemo with the preservative in it. So I feel blessed. The oncology team is going to get together, come up with an alternative for the drug that has the preservative in it that I'm allergic to, and hopefully we will proceed sometime next week. So I wanted you to know to please advocate for yourself. I talked to the nurse afterwards, and she said she cannot stress enough. Please let your team know early if you're having anything. She said she can't count the times that people have had a symptom that started out as minor, maybe a throat tickle, an itch, something that just didn't feel right or off. They didn't report it. It got worse, and then you're dealing with a bigger issue. So The theme of this is please advocate for yourself. Don't feel like you're a bother. In my case, I'm glad that I advocated early for myself because I had a rapidly advancing allergic condition. They caught it early. She was able to stop the infusion. They gave me a massive dose of Benadryl, made me really sleepy. I was really quite out of it. I came home, take a nap, and felt much better. But please advocate for yourself. Can't stress this enough. This is hard enough going through chemo and all the stress and different things that cancer brings. And the nurse said that they'd rather know when something's going on small so it doesn't turn into anything big. So, next episode, we'll be back, hopefully, talking about my experience through my whole chemotherapy. So, I hope you found this video helpful. And if you did, please press help. Oh my goodness. Please hit subscribe and like. And so hopefully other women who are dealing with uterine cancer, carcinosarcoma, can find comfort and know that someone else is sharing their experience. So until next video, let's all stay carcinosarcoma strong and see you next time.